I always tip big, man. Well, I was a server, so that, you know, you feel for, anybody who's ever waited tables, you feel for it. You see a server, you could always tell, I think Muhammad Ali said it, like you could tell a person's character by how they treat a server, you know? Like, it's the worst. You ever see people do this? You know, fucking, I'll kill your family. It's the worst, man. I did it. Nobody likes waiting on people. It's awful. Ask them. They hate you. Nobody who waits tables, like, you know your job sucks when you get mad when people just come in. You know what I mean? Like, I remember I'd be at work, people would show up. I'm like, fuck, man, why they gotta eat here? You know, like it's their fault. And I'm in the back. Don't people eat home anymore? See, that's the problem with America. There's no family supper time. And you're like, hey, how you doing, family that can't cook? And mom and pop places are, and I'm not just saying this because Vinny owns this spot and I've known him for years, but places like this are the best because, you know, the family is it's like the staff and they care more about the food than you fucking assholes. Right? Because in my opinion, the customer, you're second, you should come last. You know what I mean? You don't come first. Because 99, who made up you're always right, by the way? Anybody with a job knows the customer's always fucking wrong. Always. Mom and pops, they don't, you know, because they don't give a fuck. That's why they're the best to work for, because people complain. Nobody fucking cares. They're like, I don't like the chicken. You're like, then don't eat it. Hey, maybe it's not for you. Here's your money. Go ahead, go home. I need to speak to a manager. You want to talk to my aunt? Is that who you want to talk to? Listen to me. Get the fuck out of here now before I smack your fucking son that's trying to look hard over there. You kick him to sleep in front of the fucking restaurant? That's the way shit should go. Not the customer's always right. Like, I work for 2 corporate chains. I actually tried to do this on Comedy Central, and they wouldn't let me name the restaurant. Well, they cut it out. I didn't name the restaurant, but they cut it out anyways. Because I referred to it as the Shit Cake Factory. That place was awful, man. 8,000 items on the menu. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's the Cheesecake Factory if nobody figured it out. Fuck that place. Well, they train you like it's a real job and shit. Like, I'm in a classroom with a tie on, studying menu items, and you're just thinking your life. You're like, what the fuck, man? Like, I kept getting tested. I had to know every ingredient in every item in case one of you assholes is allergic to peanuts and you're on the floor like a dick. You know, the restaurant that cares about its workers, they absolve themselves from being sued. So if a cashew could take you out and you don't tell me and I don't tell you and you're on the floor, I'm the one that goes to jail and I'm the one that gets sued. Which, by the way, you don't want to put your life in the hands of a fucking server. Like, if you're allergic to nuts, you just tell us right away so we can find out if it's in it. Like, I don't know. You don't understand. None of us are happy. We're not even paying attention. Like, people would order. I wouldn't even fucking listen, I swear. I would just zone out sometimes. I wouldn't write anything down. I'm just like, okay. Okay. And then you get to the computer. You're like, what the fuck did they order? I'm not paying attention. And you're just miserable. You're rethinking your life choices, and you're in this classroom. And this is how you know your life really sucks, man. Is when you're like 32 and you're cheating on appetizer tests. When you're in a classroom going, hey, what kind of onions are in the avocado egg rolls? Then it just sinks in. You're like, God, I'm a fucking loser. And there's always like that one server that's unbelievable, that loves being there. Makes like 6 figures a year somehow, fucking waiting tables. He loves being there. You ever get that guy? He's always wanting to hang out after work. You know, even on his day. You guys want to get together? We could have a Cheesecake Factory game night if you guys want to get... You're like, no, sorry, I'm getting pussy. I don't know what you're doing, fucking tool. He's always picking up shifts. Loves. I was lazy. I'm the minute I punch in, I'm like, who wants my tables? I was that guy. And then he jumps out of nowhere. He's like, you don't want them? I'll take them, bro. Come on, man. Fucking turn and burn. Let's make that money. He's got like 40 tables going at once. Bread everywhere. I got one table. I'm in the weeds. Because some assholes ordered hot. That's the other thing. If you order hot tea, I'll kill your whole fucking family. If you order hot tea, I'll follow you to fuck home. And all the servers are laughing because people are like, why? What's wrong with hot tea? Here's why, asshole. Now I got to stop what I'm doing and I got to do hot tea setups. Okay? I'm slaying, but because you're the fucking king and queen of England. And people order hot tea like they yawn, you know, like it's contagious. Like somebody be like, do you have any hot tea? And they're like, oh, ooh, that sounds good. I'll take one of those. And they're like, make that 3. Then you're like, motherfucker, right? And I got to go run in the back, and I got to get the goddamn bakery plate. I got to put the doilies down, the cup, that's the fucking pot, the stick with the sugar on it, the honey, the lemon. I got this big-ass wooden box of like 8,000 teas from all over the world. I'll throw hot water on you. Jerk off. You should be drinking coffee anyways. This is America. You tea drinking bitch. That's what we went to war over that shit. I work. You ever hear of the Rainforest Cafe? Yeah, I worked at that motherfucker too, man. Goddamn grown man. I got animals and shit behind me. By the way, who came up with the concept of this place? Who got the funding? You know what I mean? When they're like, hey guys, I have an idea. Let's take the Cheesecake Factory, okay, and mix it with Chuck E. Cheese. And then let's put it in a rainforest in a mall. What do you guys say? I don't know. Can the servers dress like the crocodile hunter? You know they will. I'm in. And here you are, grown man, khaki shorts, fucking hiking boots. I got a fanny pack. Got a frog on my shirt. It was a criquet frog. They were indigenous to the rainforest. I know that because it was on the test I took. And I'm talking to adults and you got the fucking animals going off behind you. It's just embarrassing. You know, you're like, hey, how you folks? You hear, fucking, you're like, yeah. And it would rain in there and everybody's like, oh my God, it's raining in here. Because you hear, ooh, wow, wow, ooh. And everybody's like, oh my God, oh, it's misting. It's the lights, it's not real. You got your fat kids. You ever hear the fat kids with the noises? And you always want us to entertain your kids. All the parents do it. Excuse me, do you have a coloring book and crayons? No. Why would I have toys on me? Well, Buca de Beppo has coloring book and crayons. Well, bitch, this isn't Buca de Beppo. What, the alligator answering questions about the Everglades isn't good enough for your fat fucking kid? And he's sitting there, I want a coloring book. And the mom's like, well, you better get him something. Well, how about a fucking gym membership? The kid's 6 and he looks like he's gonna lose his toes. Fat fuck. Fuck that kid. No, fuck him. And he's fat because of you. Shitty parent, asshole parent. That's why I love New Jersey. Anywhere else in America, people are like, don't say that. Yeah. No, fuck that fat kid. It was awful. Dude, I had a rainforest greet. I used to have to greet the tables. I used to have to walk to the tables. And you feel people making fun of you. You know what I mean? Like I'm walking to the table and you hear people like, oh my God, is that a fanny pack? And you're like, hey, gentlemen, how you doing? I'll be your tour guide. You guys mind if I start your safari off with an appetizer? I bet that sounds fun, doesn't it? Yay! Yay! Can I interest you in one of our margaritas? It's called a margarilla. Any of you happen to have a gun so I can blow my fucking head off? And shoot that fat kid?